Today on Outdoor Oklahoma, the art of fly fishing is usually associated with trout, but we'll follow two gentlemen that have perfected this art on an overlooked and often underappreciated fish that's so adaptive it's likely in the closest creek or pond to your house. From the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation, Outdoor Oklahoma.
Well, you think gonna be a good morning?
It should. I noticed we got the Rock Creek Band playing for us. Hope those carp don't hear that.
I do too.
What you got on there this morning, Charlie?
Well, I've got my San Juan. I've had some pretty good luck with that lately.
Well, you have. I've been reading
And, you got your Carpolo Charlie on there?
Got the Carpola.
All
Got
right.
the orange and olive. I'll give that a shot
I
first.
know that's been real good for you. This is a new area that we recently found and we like it.
Yeah.
Barry's gonna take the lead on this.
Hadn't fished it much, have we?
And, if they're there, Barry will get them. That's guaranteed.
If I can see him. I see him now.
I didn't want to spook anything for you, but
Well, I'm gonna head up that way. I done got these spooked up.
huh?
I got all these spooked up. Let them settle down. We'll come back.
Yeah, come on back. You know, going down.
They'll be in them shallows. I've seen
Yeah.
them there before. You've seen them too, right?
Yeah. And watch out for all these briars. and everything.
Oh, Charlie, look.
Oh yeah,
See the
that's
riffles?
a nice one. Yeah.
They're up there. Just,
Yeah,
they're
there he is.
feeding.
He's tailing over there. Yeah.
All right, well, what we need to do, I think.
Yeah.
You want to be downstream on? Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
all right, let's try to sneak over there.
Barry's throwing his Carpolo Charlie.
Yeah.
That's his hot fly.
What do you got on?
I've got a worm on.
Oh, that'll work. Watch these briars. Look at this.
Don't fall.
Yeah, pretty fishing, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay kind of
good?
low behind him.
Okay.
There may be
Yeah,
a number of fish up there.
they're young carp.
See him, Barry?
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay.
See,
Get down low.
as long as I don't spook them. Oh, we got trees overhead. There you go.
All right, he got him. Fish on.
Fish on.
All right. Keep him out there, Barry. yeah, he's
He
putting
ain't
up a
through
good
fighting,
one.
is he?
Usually they play out kind of early, but this one's good. He looks kind of slim, so my theory is that he's a male. They seem to fight better.
Oh. Well, I hope he's getting tired as I am. Come on, buddy.
That's a nice one.
Come on. Oh, right there.
Just look at those things. They're so golden and green.
Here's America's next great game fish, and they should be. There's your common carp, fighting fools.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I've caught some nice smallmouth, and they're scrappers, but nothing fights like a carp. It's the first fish I fished with it, and he was all the way across the creek over there. Whoa, whoa, there you go. And the first cast I made, I hung up on a stick. So he spooked, and he come out to the middle, you know, I fished him again. I saw him suck head up. That's the fly right there. That's good.
Rubber on there, Barry.
Yeah.
Rubber. He just
Rubber legs, that's what does the trick right there. Probably the last 15 fish I've caught, 14 of them's been on this. I think the one that didn't use, I wasn't using this, I was using the crawdad. Good fly.
That was the orange and brown one?
That was the yellow and olive.
Oh, yellow.
Well, let's go find some more, guys.
Yeah, the beauty of fishing is, and it's kind of forgotten a lot with all the commercialism and everything, but the beauty of fishing is that it is therapeutic. It's just great therapy. And I guess I started the year off with being aerovac to Oklahoma City with a heart attack, and so that kind of set the stage for I guess you could say a little bit of trauma, and so I needed to get my mind off all that, and fishing it just happened. All this just came together at the right time.
For Charlie and I, it couldn't have come at a better time, because he and I both earlier in the year we had kind of hit a roadblock in our life. We'd been throwing a curveball, and we needed something that was a great diversion. And that diversion came in the form of fly fishing for carp. I
rarely ever heard anything about flies, catching carp on flies. So it was a challenge, more or less. Can we do this with flies?
And we tried it a couple years prior and didn't do very well. But when we got serious, it just come together.
And so Barry took an interest, and two of us have spent the year just really discovering all that we can do with flies, and then really getting to know the fish. And without a doubt, a carp is one of the prettiest fish around, and certainly one of the more intelligent ones out there. When I moved into this area, Barry's a homeboy, I guess you could say, and I moved into this area about 15 years ago, and over time I became aware of Barry through his writings. Barry is, I consider to be a living treasure of the area.
Well, I get to work here pretty early, usually a little bit before 6, and I'm just about, my workplace is about a half a block from the creek, which makes it pretty convenient. I don't always take a lunch hour, but when I do, I just hop down to the creek and go fly fishing. And since I come to work so early, I get off usually around 2 or 2:30, and that gives me plenty of time to go back to the creek and fly fish for the carp that we're currently chasing.
Well, this, our place of establishment is called the Sulphur Springs Inn. It's owned and operated by my wife and I, my wife Sherry, and we've been doing this for nearly 15 years, and it's been a lot of fun. The beauty of it is that you never know who's going to walk through that front door, so we've met all kinds of people, and most of them become really good friends. We have, I guess you could say, a large extended family from all the years and everything. It's a lot of fun.
And then any day off, I'm on the creek. I feel like I'm a very lucky individual, having the water that I have to fish. It's local water. Probably during the year, I fish somewhere between 200 and 250 days. During the spring and summer, it's on the local creek here for the carp. And then from November through March, I'm at Blue River near Tishomingo quite a bit. And I mean, who couldn't love that place? It's just absolutely beautiful. And during the fall and winter, I catch trout there. So traditionally,
fly fishing has been associated with trout. We're lucky and very fortunate now. We've got one of the prettiest streams in Oklahoma, just 30 minutes from here, the Blue River. They stock it with trout from November through March. It's just miles and miles of just fine trout waters. And then out of season, then it's a great smallie spring. I like to fish for smallmouth too. So one of the beauty about carp fishing, for anybody that's interested out there, is that it really is, it's more than just catching carp. It's a discovery of your home waters. It's home fishing, homeboy fishing, if you can use that term. You don't have to drive a half a day or a full day to catch a fish. You don't have to pay a guide $1,000. Carp, all you have to do is identify the waters around where you live, and there's a good high probability that carp are going to be in it. And so you can, and once you find these waters, then you'll be able to go out in the morning, maybe before you go to work, you know, fish, come in after work on your lunch break. That's the beauty of carping. Very convenient, very close in, and that's what makes it what it is.
You know, the amazing thing is that all these years we've had this wonderful playground right at our back door, and it took us so long to discover the carp. And you know, another reason is because there's a stigma that goes with the carp. I don't think it's a fair stigma. A lot of people stay away from trying to catch a carp on the fly, and trying to catch a carp on the fly is it's just difficult. A lot of people don't think they'll bite a fly or suck a fly. They will. But getting back to that stigma, I think the carp has got a bad rap over the years. And like today here on Rock Creek, we hadn't had any rain in probably 45 days. And there's certain areas of this creek that's becoming compromised, scummed over. And if you look in that water, sure, you'll see a carp. But if you take a closer look, you'll see the green sunfish, the red breasts, the black bass. So we can't label these fish as trash fish for being put in the situation that they put in. And in this case, it's an act of nature. But I think the carp is really, to me, a lot of people may not like them, but you've got to admire them. They are a survivor.
But I've had people tell me that you cook them right, they're like salmon. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, you know, at one time they were a delicacy in the Asian countries.
Right.
Yeah, and of course King Henry VIII, he raised them, he loved them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Only Barry would know. If you don't know it, Barry's a hell of a writer and a hell of a poet, I tell you.
I've got a blog called Prairie Ocean Fly Fisher, or Drifting the Prairie Ocean, and it's been, for us, it's been a wonderful journal, because every trip we've ever made, every experience, I've posted on this blog just to kind of keep a record of it, and many people have enjoyed reading it. We do have plans to write a book. We've got that underway. Of course, we're so busy fishing right now, we're not getting much writing done, are we, Charlie? No.
It's hard to break away.
But we hope to get that done quite soon. Of course, trout season's going to start here pretty soon. I know, Charlie, we're going to have to retool somehow to get away from these carp, because, like Charlie said, they're just terribly, terribly addictive. I see that one big one. If I can roll that far to him. A little short. Try again. They don't seem to be real interested. I see them mud lines over there. Come on, fish. And the perch won't leave the fly alone either. Time to go on downstream. That happens a lot. Sometimes situation seems perfect. You think you got the right fly on, but these carp, they're so unpredictable. Sometimes they'll jump on it, suck it up, come back the next day, same spot, use the same fly, nada. That's carp fishing.
Hey Barry, I've Seems to me you've got a lot of experience in tying flies and everything. How far back does your fly tying go?
Actually, when I was about 10 or 11 years old, my grandfather, I lived with him, and he fly fished, but he was losing his eyesight. So I started tying his bass flies for him back then.
Well, I'll be darned. Well, I've noticed that just in the short time I've known you, that fishing for these carp and everything, you were quick to figure out which flies would do the job, and what did you find out when you started?
Well, the first fly I used was this one right here. This is called a backstabber. Actually, it was created by a man in Colorado named Jay Zimmerman. And I believe the beauty of this fly is the marabou. Marabou is very fluid, has good motion in the water, and that's what attracts the carp. So this was a good producer earlier on. And then one of the most famous flies for trout is what's called a San Juan worm. It's a single worm, and we have actually caught some carp using that pattern. But Charlie and I got thinking, if one worm's good, then 3 or 4 on the hook is better. So we created this San Juan worm ball, and back in April and May, this fly here was the go-to fly.
Using yours, your Carpillo Charlie, you know, that's just super fly.
Yeah, this is the fly named after my friend Charlie here. Charlie had an idea early on that rubber legs on a fly would work. And I listened to it, and finally I thought, well, you know what, I'm gonna try it. So we come up with this pattern here called the Carpillo Charlie, and Charlie's right. These rubber legs here seem to attract the carp. This is the fly, probably the last 30, 35 carp I've caught. This fly right here is caught 95% of them.
One hot fly.
Yeah. I was sight fishing this particular carp. Now, I could see pretty good. He was clouding the water quite a bit, and I had that Carpillo Charlie fly on, the black and the olive, and the first 2 or 3 casts, the wind caught in the cast and blew him off course, so I compensated for the wind, and I saw him suck the fly, and as soon as he did, I sat straight up. And go back and grow some, buddy. That's probably about standard size. There'll be some get quite a bit larger than that. We'll see more outside than anything else. Nothing like a bath. Nothing like a creek. But I love it. Right there, Charlie.
Go!
Oh, he's got him.
All right.
Blind cast.
All right.
Charlie, the man.
All right. Good fish. He's a beaut.
Hey, Charlie, that's a day maker.
It is a day maker. See, once you get them, they're peaceful.
San Juan worm.
They're just beautiful animals.
Yeah, I'll get good pictures. I do. I've always said that fly fishing is a good medicine, or fishing in general is a good medicine. The outdoors is a good nurturer, a good healer. I think in our case, since we're fly fishers, I've never believed fly fishing is something that we do. I think it's a place that we go, or a place that we're taken to. It's a place of peace and reflection. So yeah, I think it's good medicine. We've had a great day.
Yeah, it's been a good one, Barry.
We'll have to do it again, right?
It's always a pleasure fishing with you.
I love watching you catch that last fish.
I always learn from you when I'm out here.
Want to do something green for the environment?
When you buy a hunting license, you support wildlife conservation.